All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 969 episodes. Oh my goodness, 969 episodes. Where did it all begin? Well, it began a few years ago.
969.
969 episodes ago. It's been a good one. It's been a great one. We welcome you on this Monday, very fiery Southern California. And I also noticed that Oregon and Idaho are quite lit up too.
Hot.
In the worst way. Fires. But we're figuring out a way to breathe over here and do the Studying Brew. My name is Andy. I am the guy over here running the back office, making sure Brandi gets air filtration. But you're not here for me and my air filtration. No, you're here for Brandi. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you can get that pass notice. And we are so happy to have all of you. Like I said, you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And being consistent and being with it and being coachable is the number one thing, as you're going to hear in just a bit. But guys, seriously, we had a great weekend. Our kid, our boy, Zach, football player, won again, 28-0. He did good. He had almost a first time on defense, almost got a sack. And anyways, pressured into an interception though.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yep.
And you got a little scrappy at the end, but hey, it was good. And I wish I could tell you about our daughter's activities, but she all the smoke canceled all the stuff around here. So
yes, we had no football today.
But why am I saying all this? Not just because I want you guys to know about our personal lives. No, because I want you guys to know that we have stuff going on too. We have a family, we have a business, we got people that we help out. And that shouldn't stop you from doing what you need to do every day. I shouldn't stop you from doing what you need every day. I had a text message over the weekend with somebody and they're like, I took the exam in last year, the end of last year. I didn't pass. And now I'm just scared I'm going to have to wait 6 months. I'm like, how many times did you attempt? Just once. Well, you don't have 6 months. That's just one attempt. Why are you scared? She goes, I don't know, because now it's been 6 months. It's been almost a year since I tried again.
Go ahead.
Fear is your worst enemy.
Can I just say something?
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
So she feared the 6 month wait.
Yes. Yeah, I know you're doing the logic here.
But waited a year.
Yes.
Please don't do that.
There's a lot of people who do that. They fear the 6 month wait and wait 2 years to take their next attempt because they don't want to wait 6 months.
Yes. Figure
out that logic, people. Figure out that logic. Does that make sense when you say it out loud? No. Do you know what the problem is? Is we let that logic and we let that stir and stew in our brain and marinate. And, like it was
carne asada?
No, carne asada doesn't marinate. Well, I mean, yes, you could, but I was thinking more like birria. You know what I mean? A good birria. Just no one needs that. But it just marinates, right? It just marinates and it just simmers there, and we just go, I'm just so scared, and I'm just gonna fail. Let me ask you something. What happens when you fail? What happens? Do they take your house? Do they take your car? Do you all of a sudden go into bad health? Do you lose anybody in your family because you failed the exam? Does any of that happen? Then why do we act like all these things are going to happen? Why are we so afraid of that little piece of paper that says fail on it?
Well, I'll feel bad.
So what? What are you made out of sugar? What are you, afraid of water and you're made out of sugar? You know what I mean? Guys, we got to stop being sugar people afraid of rain. It's not going to hurt you. You're going to be fine. Most of you have persevered through so much worse, so much harder challenges, so many things that were bigger obstacles in your life. Like real deal stuff. Like there's people I talk to that have they're survived cancer. They survived being an orphan at a young age. They survived poverty. They survived the immigrant life, of their life. And they're working towards a better life. I mean, all the things that you could go through in your younger years. I mean, I'm talking to war vets, war veterans, people who've seen battle. I mean, decorated war veterans who are telling me they're afraid of this test. What? I don't know about you all, but that test don't shoot back at you.
It's just words.
that test is not gonna you're not gonna lose a limb. It's not gonna give you, it shouldn't give you PTSD. You know what I mean? Look at it for what it is. Look at it for what it is. It's just paper. Are you telling me that piece of paper has got that much power over your soul? Are you telling me that piece of paper is what's going to define your future forever? I mean, you might have some plans that you have planned out that you want to take place because you have it, in your goals, and you have you got a thing that you want to achieve at a certain time and time frames and all this stuff, right? That's a delay. In sports, they just call that a postponement. That's just a delay of game. That's just we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to recalibrate. We're gonna have to restructure. We're gonna have to just go about this in a different way. That doesn't mean quit. That doesn't mean be scared and stop. You guys got to stop. You guys got to stop and look at this thing as the way what it is and just get it done. Focus on and stick with the plan. Stick with the plan. Stick with the program. Stop trying to figure out ways around it. Stop trying to figure out shortcuts. Stop trying to do the newest fad. It's like losing weight. Every week there's some way to do it, right? There's people in Hollywood putting shots in their belly with diabetes medicine because they don't want to do the work of I'm not saying this for everyone, but they're not sick with diabetes, but they don't want to do the work to lose weight either. So give me the quick fix, and that way I can drop some weight in the next month or two. Forget the medical side effects of taking a drug you're not supposed to, but I want the shortcut. I want it now. Guys, does shortcuts ever work out in the end? And I know that you attend these things and you see how we take these questions and you see how we go through this information, and one would think that we're shortcutting it, but we're really not. We're focusing in on what you need to focus in on. We're looking and having a tactic, a strategy to overcome something. We're not shortcutting it. We're going right through the dang wall. We're just not going to be dumb about it. You have to put work into it. You have to quiz. You got to learn some content. You got to learn some test taking techniques. You got to learn a strategy. You've got to have a system. This ain't no shortcut where I tell you, hey, just take, 5 quizzes, get 80% and go take the exam. You'll pass for sure, because that's BS. I'm not telling you to go memorize a book and go take the exam because you'll pass. No, that's false too. I'm not telling you to go read the book 3 times because, that way it's a sure win. No. How the heck do you think people go to medical school and they just read the book 3 times and they're a doctor? Or do you think there's some quizzing and exams in the way? Right? Do you think there might be some internship where there's, you got to put your work in a little bit? Shoot, they don't even let you do that and work on cars. Y'all know what I mean? They don't even let you do that at Amazon. And when you put stuff in a box, there's training involved. You know what I mean? There's nothing that is worthwhile that there's a shortcut through it that is going to be worth it. And when you take shortcuts, when you think there's an easy way around it, when you're scared of things, when you try to like logic yourself and say and rationalize, oh, I don't need to do it, or I'll do this another day, and a blah da da, guys, you just delay the inevitable, which is either you're gonna quit or you're gonna go through it. You just delayed the time. Some people don't make it through because they delay and delay and they procrastinate and they procrastinate and they close the window on themselves. Does that make sense? The window is open for only so long. And I'm not saying there's like a time frame of any kind. It's your window of your patience, is of your business where you have that moment in which you will be willing to do this before you go, you know what, this whole thing isn't for me, or I can't do it, or blah 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 blah, and then you lose confidence and then you're done. And then you're back to whatever it is that you do. And I'm only saying this as guys is that some of you, well, I could say this for almost everybody in Primerica, some of you have to get this thing done, or there's no promotion. There's no moving up. You're not really doing everything you're supposed to. You're just going to be stagnant. And I know some people that are stagnant and they work really hard and it's tiring. And then there's people that are not in Primerica who are work for firms and banks, and we talk about your window is closed and you know exactly the date in which it's closed, and then you either lose your job or you get demoted. And then, or you have to go to a different firm and you're going to have to reapply again. There is no fooling around. You guys stop being scared of it, get committed to it, stick to the program, trust the process, and have grace with it. But most importantly, don't play around. Just go. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off slow. Makes no sense at all. What do you want to feel every hair come out of your arm? No, I just rip that thing off. Get it over with, one shot, be done. The pain will be there, but you know what? It's not as long as if you were to sit there and just measure that thing out, right? Just get it done. Just go for it. And tonight we were going to work on one of the ways to get through these quizzes, one of the ways and strategies and techniques. So if you're joining us for the first time, or maybe you're watching this on the replay on the YouTube, I appreciate it, you guys. Hit the notification, subscribe, share with people, let people know we exist, and let's do this thing. But we're going to do keywords tonight. Keywords are so key to finding the quiz. And if you want a system, a program, and you don't have one, or you're thinking about it, join in. We have the Kona Academy. It already started last week, and some people are like, when do you start on day one? Why can't you start day one on your own? You can do the 21 day any day. You can get on our self-study any day of the week, anytime, any hour. Right now, you could do that right now. You don't have to wait. But if you want to go and wait for it, guess what? You can still get started in the academy this week. It doesn't matter what day or what topic you learn from. It doesn't really matter. You can learn any of this stuff in any module, any way, any starting point, right, Brandi?
Yep, absolutely.
It doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter. Jump in, and then you can just catch up to whatever on the weekend. You can catch up on what you missed. It's easy. You probably missed like 4 hours worth of material and you're in. So anytime, get started on that SIE. The Series 6, 63, 26, 65, Series 7, we got plans for you. Join in. That is not a guided program. That's a self-guided. That's one of our study plans. That's a 21-day plan. You guys do that. Course videos already on demand. We got live sessions. We got tutoring. We got all kinds of stuff that you guys can be a part of. We got the Kona, we got study guides for the 6, 63, 26. Check it all out. The Discord, the Kona community. Shout out to our huge Kona community over there. I think I counted like 12 to 14 people. I think there was like 14 people on the study session right before we got on here, all just helping each other out, various different exams. I guess they were going through a quiz. That's awesome. That's why we do this, guys. So you don't have to study alone. So if you're studying alone, you haven't joined our community. It's an awesome community to be in. All types of people. I think they're going to have to start like another a study room That thing's blowing up and it's pretty cool. That's what Brandi and I always wanted. We wanted a place where people can do that, meet up, study together, and help each other out. We got an Instagram, we got a Telegram, 951-290-3077 if you want to meet up with us. I mean, call or text me and we'll meet up with you. Who knows? And then you will see what we can do to help you out, or maybe you need help with anything. Go ahead and reach me there. Scan the QR code, hit the links in the chat. All right. SIE Academy tomorrow. We're starting content back up tomorrow. We got the Series 6. We got small group tutoring. So make sure that you're registered for that. Members, you already got a reminder in your email. Make sure that you got that. Make sure that you're on the new Zoom code that just went out today. And we'll see you there. All right. If you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would. Because when they give me a picture and they let me know, in this case, a video, guess what? I add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got to pass over. Yes, we got to pass over. Guys, if you have not seen this pass notice on my Instagram or on Discord, if you have not seen the video that went with it, you got to go with it. You got to watch it. It's a testimonial of all testimonials. We want to say congratulations to Arlene Jimenez on passing this exam, passing the SIE. We are so proud of you. She's on right now, Arlene J. Congratulations on getting this thing done. Guys, we were at her RVP promotion. She went without what do they call that? An exception. But she's been working on this thing. And you know, it's tough when you have a big team and you have all these things going and you took the promotion and you got all these people behind you and you got all these responsibilities. It only gets more difficult as you delay it.
Yep.
And like I was trying to say earlier, it's only harder when you delay. And she worked her butt off to get this thing done. And you know what? She's like, I was finally coachable. But I can go on and on about what I think she said, but I'll just go ahead and read you what she said and drop her a line. She's actually on here. She says, huge shout out to Brandi and Andy from KonaButterflyz. What really helped me from Kona Academy is staying consistent with watching the videos that Brandi has put together on the daily, while getting for the day in, while getting ready for the day in the AM, while driving at night. She has done such a great job putting together a short videos. Consistency was key as well with the daily quizzes, the drills, all the tips Brandi has in store, the word association, Hermona and OMS, study tips, amongst Andy's truth-telling coaching, making a real decision of getting it done. Thank you. On to the next. Thank you so much, Arlene, on all the kind words. Thank you for the video. Thank you. And I can't wait to really simply just help you build an empire. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And honestly, she was probably one of the biggest voices in my ear about the short videos.
Yes. If you like short videos, Arlene is the reason, because she's like, yo, I got appointments. I got only X amount before each one. It'd be cool if you guys cut these things into short little videos and I can watch or listen to on the way to the next one. So Arlene's one of the ones that really pushed us to do that. So thank her for that as well. But honestly, Arlene, we are so excited about it. I want to see you get that Series 6, get that U4 in. Let's get it happening. Let's get it going. I want to say congratulations on passing that Series 6 and 63 because you're a boss lady and you're needed. So let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Then on to the Series 26.
That's right.
I'm just saying. So stay coachable. And she learned her lesson. So
yes.
Awesome. So all right. Anything you want to say about Arlene?
I mean, you said it all. Honestly, she said she went studying incognito.
She did. Well, I mean, that's what needed to happen.
That's what she needed to do. And she figured it out and it worked. And I know I was always in her ear.
I mean, that's what you got to do is figure out what works for you, figure it out, your system, and then, but stay within the program.
Yes. That's what I said.
All right. You ready to do this?
Yes.
All right. By the way, why does people always text or, and if you're a member and you're texting me or whatever, that's fine. But
our family knows.
My family knows. My dad knows what I'm doing. He's like, can you call me right now? I'm like, Dad, come on. It doesn't matter how old you are, your parents, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys all know what I'm doing after this.
Right.
Call him Dad.
Yep. And yes, he is still awake.
And yes, he is still awake. All right. He's like, why do I go to bed early? I sleep all day. All right, let's start the Kona Academy or the Kona Academy. Let's start the Kona catchphrase. Let's do this. This is the keyword night. This is the night we go through a quiz. We look for those keywords. I read the answers. I read the questions. Quite simply, you're just going to look for keywords that you think are going to help you get the right answer. Now, here's the thing. Here's the catch. Here's what you need to do and what you need not to do. What you need to do is put into the chat or write on your paper what you think are the keywords and the answers. Is it got a vibe? Do you see a Mona? Do you see a pattern? Do you see an opposite? Do you see a similar? What are the things that you're observing in those answers? Let's not do this. Let's not say the answer is A. Especially when we reveal the question, don't go, oh, it's B. Guys, we are not mastering questions here. We are looking for keywords, phrases, things that it doesn't matter what the question is and how it's phrased. We are locked in to observing the things we need to observe and taking note. That's what I want you to do. We are sharpening our skill sets. That's what we're doing. So let's put that in the chat. And then when Brandi says all the things she needs to say about what you should have observed, whatever, and then you can put the answer is B or C. But I want you first things to do is make those observations, participate in the chat, make sure that you are putting in that work and you're starting to realize even if you're wrong, who cares? Again, we learn from fails. We learn from being wrong more than we learn from being right. So let's do this. All right, D, fair and ethical trade practices when dealing with the public. C, efficient and just handling of trade practice violations. B, settlement of disputes between member firms without resorting to the courts. A, uniform trade practices for firms to follow when dealing with the other member firms. I know that's a lot.
I feel like sometimes I should just hide all the words that don't matter.
Why don't you just do that right now? Let's have fun. Let's just cross out everything that doesn't matter. Look at all the stuff that doesn't matter. Now what are we doing? They're supposed to do with that?
Well, what I do is I look at the fact that A and D both say practices.
Yes, they do.
Right?
Yep.
And that D has the word and in it.
Yes, it does.
Right? That's about it.
Yeah.
That's what I look for. Probably it's going to be A or D.
I'm going to say from that, you go A or D, right? Because they both have practices. Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA, conduct rules are designed to promote. So they're designed to promote rules that are designed to promote. That's what I probably would have focused on.
So somebody in the chat put rules, fair and ethical. How about conduct rules?
Right.
Are fair and ethical. Make sense?
Yeah, because this is not trade practices. This is not talking about trade practices. This is talking about fair and ethical trade practices.
Or uniform trade practices.
Right, uniform ones. Sorry. Oh. Fair and ethical, right? We want them to be fair and ethical.
Exactly.
All rules should be.
Yeah.
And Sally, fair and ethical. Say it with your chest. You know it was right. Don't put a question mark on there.
Question marks here.
Yeah.
Just say it, yo.
Stand your ground. You got this.
Boom.
All right. Not a violation because the area code was local to Joshua's location. B, violated the TCPA because it is after 9 p.m. The prospect's time. C, not violated the TCPA because it is still within the allowed time at his location. D, not a violation because the rule is no longer valid and due to emerging mobile technology. D is
that's funny.
No.
That's funny.
D is funny.
It is funny.
We now have mobile technology. We're not into that old-timey rotary phone. Too much in D. That's what they're saying.
I don't even.
I know it. I know what she's saying.
Yeah.
It's a little extra.
Oh, what? There's numbers in B.
There is numbers in B.
Okay. I think that's it. That's
Yeah.
all we really need.
Joshua, a registered representative, calls a prospect at 7 p.m. only to be told that the prospect is in a different time zone where it is 10 p.m. Joshua has. What is Joshua? What are we looking at? 10
now,
p.m.
You might
Different
think,
time zone.
You might think that this is a content question.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I didn't know that. So when I pulled this question, I said, why do they even need to why did they even need to tell him that? Only to be told. You called somebody, I'm telling you, man, it's after 10 p.m. So the only reason why that would be a thing is because it's a violation.
Correct.
Does that make sense? Like, it has really not to do with the content. It's the whole point of this question is to tell you that there's a violation.
Diane is old school. She's all, you should know. Yeah, you should know.
Well, it's emerging mobile technology. You should know time zones. Anyways, that's how I approached this question and then of course, test taking technique wise, it's the only one different because it's the only one violated. It's also different because it's the only one with a number in it.
Yeah, just because you have a mobile phone doesn't mean that you could bypass when you call people.
Correct.
13 months. There is no time limit. B, 90 days. A, 180 days. Can we say, I know you like to rank them.
Yeah.
B is the third highest. I was gonna say B was the lowest. 13 months is the longest. A is 6 months. No, 120 days is 6 months.
This is 6 months. No, this is 6 months.
I was right.
Yeah. This is 3 months.
3 months.
13 months.
Yeah. I didn't do
thinking, bro.
I didn't do prison time. I don't know time through days.
I mean, if this was what do you know about these numbers? You all can pick the 180 days.
Right.
But this is not that what do I want to say? It's not that point of the oh my gosh. Hold on. Collect my thoughts. It is not the point of tonight is to know the content. Thank you.
Right. I'm just making an observation. I wasn't trying to connect it.
Right.
What is the time period required for a customer to qualify for a breakpoint discount under rights of accumulation? How long are you giving them to come up with their money? I guess is what it's saying. I guess that would be it, right?
It would. What?
Huh?
What?
Qualify?
What?
What's going on here?
Look, a discount under rights of accumulation.
Did the internet go out?
I don't know.
I feel like the internet went out, and then some people are just like,
huh?
Yeah, they're like,
I know what they're doing. They're
typing random.
They're
trying to connect
they're answering the question based on what they think the question is about.
Right.
Instead of there was a glitch. Instead of like they're ignoring the technique.
Yes, they're ignoring the keyword. There's no tying in here.
Right.
I think I read this on a school bus.
It says
somewhere.
accumulation. It doesn't say like you have a
I think
yeah. It takes months to accumulate.
What?
Yeah. Guys, the answer is what? Thank you.
Thank you.
Dude. There is no time limit. Because why? It's the only one that didn't have a number in it. And for those of you who put 13 months, you guys were thinking letter of intent. Ain't no letter of intent in that question.
Are you saying that they would have to know? I mean, there's no time limit.
If this was a question about letter of intent, this would be a content question. My biggest hint to you all was that we could answer this question with no content.
There is no time period.
There's no content. Y'all answered this.
Okay, this is a perfect example. If you guys were like confused still, this is a perfect example of what I call a question landmine. You guys all stepped on it.
Yeah, you did.
Y'all stepped on it.
This would be a question like,
That's a trap.
Brandi, I think you have it wrong in the study guide because
Yes.
I got this question wrong because I picked 13 months. And then I would have to tell you, it says rights of accumulation. Oh, that is in the study guide.
Y'all, I mean, think about it common sense wise. Do you think there's only 13 months that you can only accumulate money?
That'd be rude. Can you don't invest for only 6 months or 13 months?
You only got 13 months to come up with that money.
Oh.
You're not going to qualify to invest at all. No, that doesn't happen.
Okay. Remember, no content tonight.
Observe. Hypothecation agreements are required for joint cash accounts only. C, only margin accounts need to be approved by an authorized principal of a broker dealer. B, cash accounts need to be approved by a principal promptly after the first trade. A customer may open both a cash and margin account at the same time. All right. Cash accounts need to be approved by the principal promptly after the first trade. What about the second trade? You just say, hey,
well, here's what I'm going to say.
You got this, bro.
Here's what I'm going to say.
We monitor the first one.
If you're going to open the account and it says the account needs to have a principal approval, why are we waiting until after the first trade? Do you know what damage you could do in one trade?
Right.
Right.
That's like saying we're going to let the monkeys drive the car, but we're only going to intervene if they hit something.
Right. Based on the onlys, based on B not making sense, based on A having an and the word may. Not only does it have the word and, but it has the great word may. What's your answer?
With no content, I think I think I can open up something with cash and I can do something on credit. Why not? Why can't I have both?
I don't know. Why can't you?
Just makes sense to me.
Apparently, some people think you can't have both at the same time.
Right. Does that make sense? Can you go into a store and buy something with cash and something on credit? Yeah.
I'd like to put this on credit and I'd like to buy this in cash.
Correct. I'm buying the stereo system on credit and I'm buying this pack of gum on cash.
I was going to say the CD, but I think
there's no CD, Brandi. There's no CD. There's no CD.
I'm going to buy this plug.
Plug. Oh.
It doesn't have Bluetooth.
Oh, got you. This AC adapter. D, insurance purchasers. C, bank depositors. B, broker dealer clients. A, options and speculators. It would have been better if you'd have said a turntable and some vinyl. That's hip now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's we cycled back.
We are back to vinyl.
Speculators, are they?
Remember, no content.
Speculators, round up.
Option speculators. They're people that watch options. Broker dealer clients.
Let's be tired. Okay.
People who like to deposit in the bank. Insurance people like to buy insurance.
We really can't, right? There's really nothing.
No, it's just speculators.
We're just speculating on the speculators.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, protects which of the following?
FDIC is written on ATMs. What?
Where do you see ATMs at?
When you're out and about and you see an ATM, an automatic teller machine.
Yeah, what are those connected to usually?
Y'all know. Plus, it says it right here. Look it says it right here. Deposit, insurance, depositors.
This is look, guys. This is not trying to crack the code here. Just observe. Just observe, right?
Observe.
The answer was in the question, Diana.
Yet another.
Not hard.
By the way, okay, so when I pulled these questions, I was skipping a lot. I'm like, oh, that one you have to have content. That one you have to have content. But then I realized I wasn't paying attention at all. And then once I started looking at the words, it was bam, 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 bam.
Can I tell you what my thing was?
Hmm.
I'm on option speculators. That's stupid. I've never heard of that. That's off the table. And I went broker dealer clients. I'm all, that's weird. That's going to be off the, this makes no sense to me. I don't even know if it's a thing. It just made no sense to me. Bank depositors. That sounds basic. D, insurance purchasers. Okay, that's another basic answer. I'm going to put C and D or my two options. I'm going to look at the question and then I'll go from there. A and B just made no sense to me at all.
I don't know why B wouldn't make sense.
It
I
just,
have
I hate
clients.
that's because you are a person with all this stuff. I'm just an average dude, man. 900 and something episodes.
Right.
I'm just chilling here drinking my liquid death.
Yeah.
Just on 969 episodes, you know?
Right.
The OTC market. C, the secondary market. B, the primary market. A, the spot market.
Do I get to buy dots?
I just look at stuff and I go, hey, that makes no sense to me right now.
I just never mind. I've never heard
Spot
of
the
spot
dog.
market.
It's spot purchasing. I don't buy all of it. I just buy a spot of it.
A spot of tea.
Yes, a spot of tea. We are from England. Spot of the market.
Is there Walgreens still exists?
I don't know. I know there's not a Rite Aid anymore. What's the other one that's out? I'm all CVS.
CVS, Save-Ons.
Save-On.
Thrifties. Well, I know
Thrifties.
Rite Aid was Thrifties.
Some people are on here so young they don't even know what a thrifty is.
Oh, I know Rite Aid sells thrifty ice creams. Save-On though, that's a throwback. Okay, focus. All right. So I don't know how Eric came up with primary being first, but I know if I'm the primary owner, they call me first.
Correct.
Yeah, I know
Primary contact on the emergency card.
right? If I go to primary school, it's usually elementary school.
Right.
Secondary school is usually the upper grades.
Right.
Does that make sense?
The used car lot.
The used car lot. Okay. So, and then plus
Swap meet.
secondary.
Yeah. I like how everybody associates OTC market to drugs. Sandal marketer Achilles Inc. had registered to sell shares of its stock to the public for the first time. The company has several different uses for the money to be raised. First among them is the building of a new manufacturing plant outside of Troy, Michigan. That's hilarious. This sale would be part of Troy, Achilles,
and sandals. Do you know?
No. Achilles.
Yeah, but it's sandal manufacturer.
Some people are history nerds like me and they can figure that out. What I'm saying.
I'm gonna say this. Oh, didn't read any of that.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
Yeah, somebody got it. First time.
That's it for the first time. Yes.
There you go. That's it. Oh, and it says first right there.
You know, because the weakness was in the Achilles.
Right. Why Michigan?
Because it's Troy, Michigan, and they can't say Troy, Greece.
I know. Is there an actual city in Michigan named Troy?
Yes.
That.
Yep. That look.
You learned
What do you
about
see? Look
geography
what you learned for free.
Yeah,
The price of your internet. You got history, you got geography, you got Andy telling not to be afraid.
We learned that save-ons
telling you not to be sugar people. There's a thrifties, there's a save-ons.
Yeah.
Trying to tell you guys not to apply content when not needed.
Watch football for any given length of time and you'll know what an Achilles is.
It's fact. All right, everybody.
1 hour away from Toledo, Ohio.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for being here on this Kona Catchphrase keywords. We'll talk more about Klinger from MASH being from Toledo, Ohio. And but I just want to say thank you all for being here. You could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And you know what? You learned something. And congratulations to Arlene passing the SIE. That was a huge one. I literally cursed on the phone when she passed because that's a big deal. We're good like that. She knows I say big people words. And I'm just saying, this is awesome for you guys to do this thing. Get it done. Make it happen. Learn the keywords. Don't force content. Look at what it's saying. guys, you guys are missing easy layups. It doesn't need to be harder than it is. Go get yourself a quiz. Go plug yourself into this stuff and make sure that you get locked into it. Don't, don't, don't quit and don't overwhelm yourself. It's not that hard. It's not that bad. You just got to stay consistent and you got to stay with it. All right. We got Academy tomorrow. We'll be back, same bat time, same bat channel for the test taking techniques Tuesday on the Studying Brew, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friends' face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you. Please practice the Kona catchphrase in your quizzes. Stay safe out there. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.